All right, people, I have a new strategy. It's called the 9 state strategy. Now, this strategy only applies to the Senate elections for 2026. Okay, when we go back to the presidential election in 28, then that's going to be a 15-state strategy. But let's just stick with the 9 state strategy for now. We got to do this one at a time, so let's stay focused here. So, check this out. So, we have 34 states up for re election with the Senate. Now, right now, Democrats only hold 47 seats in the Senate. As most of you know, there's 100 seats. We're at 47. The Republicans are at 53. So here's the plan that I have. Here are some states that we could get if we really, really stomp the ground and really tried hard and really, really push forward and promote the Democrat candidates who will be the nominees for that year. Here's the 9 states: Florida, Ohio, Texas, Iowa, Kansas, Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, South Carolina. Now, in most of those states, we have Republican senators. Now, here in Michigan, I have 2 blue senators. Gary Peters is running for reelection in 2026. And then in Georgia, it would be John Ossoff. Now, as you know, he narrowly won in 2020. And Gary Peters narrowly won here in Michigan. Now, the other states, we have Republican senators for both. As you know, each state has 2 senators. And I'll tell you right now, Florida is gettable. Florida, because as I said, when you look at the governor's elections down there, 2018, Andrew Gillum almost beat Ron DeSantis. 2022, Charlie Crist almost beat Ron DeSantis. Then you look at Val Demings running against Marco Rubio. She almost won. And Debbie Powell almost beat Rick Scott. Trust me, Florida is gettable. Ohio, there's going to be a special election because J.D. Vance just got elected senator out there in 2022, and now he's on his way to the vice presidency, so now that's a vacant seat. So Democrats, I say we run Tim Ryan again. He came close to beating him anyway, so I say run him. If you're in Ohio, push for him. Send him messages, send him texts, send phone calls, send emails, just everything. Make phone calls, all that stuff. South Carolina is gettable because Jamie Harrison almost beat Lindsey Graham out there in 2020. Almost. We can get that. Texas, Beto O'Rourke almost beat Ted Cruz. He almost beat Greg Abbott. Colin Allred almost beat Ted Cruz. The senator that's up for re-election out there is John Cornyn, Republican senator. So run somebody really good out there. I'd say Beto O'Rourke, give it another shot. Maybe Amanda Edwards, maybe Colin Allred can go again. You know, Wendy Davis. Come on, people. We got to do this. North Carolina, Biden and Trump were tied out there, but then Trump barely won. Same thing when he ran against Harris. The Republican Senator Tom Tillis was almost defeated, but he ultimately ended up winning. We can get North Carolina. Iowa, Harris and Trump were almost tied. Well, she was leading for a bit out there, but then he narrowly won that state. Kansas, same thing happened. Harris and Trump tied. Trump wins that state. Georgia, that was very, very close. Again, I already mentioned Georgia. John Ossoff, he narrowly won. And here in Michigan, Gary Peters narrowly won. So, guys, I'm looking at the states that, whether they're blue or red states, these are states that are what I call potential swing states. That means that in some elections, it could go to the Democrat. In other elections, it could go to the Republican. We can do this, people. Let's just stay focused. So that is my 9-state strategy. So whoever the nominees are for that election, whoever the Democrat nominees are, let's stand behind them, promote them, share their websites. I'm going to try my best to get them on a live stream. And yeah, we'll go from there. Subscribe to my YouTube and stay tuned.